Hi there, I'm Shavik, and today's topic is how to perform a team's health check during retrospective. Okay, so teams health check is an approach which helps Scrum Masters and Agile coaches to, get an insight into a wide range of topics, maybe issues and concerns, which has a direct or indirect impact on employees' happiness and satisfaction, right? So it's like using team health checks. It provides an opportunity to get visibility on what's going on, or what's going on within the team at that moment of time, right? So we all know that fundamental unit of any successful project or any team is the people working on it, right? Everyone should agree to that. So team's level of well-being, involvement, happiness, satisfaction and mood have a greater impact on the project's outcome. Yeah, so that's why it is very important to understand the role that human emotions play in the team context. Yeah, so it is crucial that team members feel empowered to speak openly in a constructive fashion, and they must have a sense of psychological safety, right? So if the team is happy, the probability to deliver a successful product goes higher. Yeah. So team is able to meet deadlines, deliver quality products or services in the quickest time, and also come up with better solutions and ideas. So at the same time, if the team is unhappy, they may lead the project to failure without even knowing about it. So now the question is, how do you go about finding that out? And then making the right incremental improvements. Yeah. Normally organizations do it in two ways. So few of them does a team's health check once every quarter or maybe in a 6 months time. So sometimes they do it as part of their agile maturity assessment as well. So in this way, the team is given a set of questions based on different themes, and normally this activity is kind of a time consuming, and it is something that which we can't take up every sprint. Then there are a few of the organizations who does it every sprint as part of their team's retrospective. So but here they set aside a small amount of time to assess team's health. And normally the scoring part is kept simple and quick. And today maybe I am going to discuss more about the ways of checking team's health during the sprint retrospective. Yeah, so there are actually methods like Atlassian's team health monitor check, or Spotify squad health check, Nico Nico calendar, emotional seismograph, wheel of happiness, and so forth. So there are like many other techniques to choose from. Let me share how I do it with my team. So generally, I start the retrospective by asking team to think and give me a word that best describes the concluded sprint. So I let the team to silently think of a word, and then to share it with the rest of the group. Really hard to make everyone happy, but this quick exercise, it will help Scrum Master to understand if everybody is happy with their work, and what each team members feels about the teamwork, state of the project and the other important items. So though the feelings are always subjective, that feelings are normal always like subjective in nature, and it's hard to measure, but at least the method helps the Scrum Master and the whole team to measure themselves and visualize the result. Next up, I ask you few follow-up questions to each team member to get more insights. So questions like, what do you feel about our teamwork, or is it good, bad, or just okay? Did it get better or worse? Getting answers on such questions from team members help me able to see both a big picture of how team is feeling and more detailed areas like where they actually need the improvements. Another way on the similar line is to take separate scores of happiness on different areas like people, process, tools and technology, help they are getting from the leadership. So it is always good to keep the scale small, maybe between 1 to 5, so that the team should not overthink and worry much about precision. One key point here is Scrum Master should make sure that the team is open to talk and they do not hesitate to share their ideas. So all the team members must understand that each opinion is subjective and the scores may vary. And Scrum Master can use some icebreakers before doing the health checkup to make sure that the team opens up, right? And for newly formed teams, maybe Scrum Master can prefer to take anonymous scores from the team members, at least for the initial few sprints. So that also helps, to get the right kind of scores. Let me share another way to check the pulse of the team. So one very common way is Nico Nico board. So it is a very simple calendar with all the team where all the team members' names will be on it, and at the end of every day, each team member will share their mood of the day, sticking a smiley. Yeah, it can be happy, straight, frowning, or sad. Now, say if a team member is constantly down, and here the scrum master need to raise the issue and try to find a solution. Okay, so sometimes bringing up the bad result of a team health check, during the retro is the perfect opportunity to identify issues and discuss the potential solution. You can trust your team to know what they need to do to make them feel better, right? By the way, there can be a chance that the team is constantly in a great mood as well, right? So Scrum Master should make sure to bring this up as well, with the team, and it will help the team to understand the causes and maybe in future also they can try to replicate the same. Yeah, and it can be also a great opportunity to celebrate the successes or the good news. Okay, so now let's quickly see what are the few benefits of doing this team health checkups, right? So, performing a regular team health checkups, it helps in increasing the trust and psychological safety within the team. It helps the team to have a better relationship and promote a one team feeling. It also helps in creating a culture of constructive criticism and feedback. It helps in raising issues and fixing them quickly. Here, the team members will start, sharing their feelings more easily and frequently, and overall, the productivity of the team will grow, and it will lead team to become a high performing team. So before I end my video, one closing tip. Yeah. So be ready to explore ways to interact with team in a group setting. Try out different techniques to check team's health. Yeah, and as a Scrum Master, it's important for us to first get familiar with any technique that we're planning to use, understand what it can and what it cannot tell us, and maybe we can also make sure that we are transparent about it, right? If we really care about employees, what they think and what is most likely to make them satisfied or dissatisfied with their work, a regular team health checkup is the only way to give us the required visibility into this important and often neglected area. To summarize at the end, we need to understand that the happy employees are productive employees, right? So rather than just worrying about productivity, if we also keep our focus on keeping our teams happy, they will make our customers happy. Okay, with that, I'll close my video. Keep learning, keep growing. Cheers.